Recording in progress.
Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of you. How are you all doing? How are you all doing tonight? Hello, hello, and welcome. Hello there. Hi, Emma. Hello there. Hi, Lenny. Hi, Christelle. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Jenny. Nice to see you. Hello, Queen. Hello there, Sarah. Hello to all of you. Thank you for all the greetings also. Thank you. So, Jen and I will be facilitating tonight's webinar, and we're very happy and excited to be here. How are you all doing tonight? To those of you who are in Manila, how are you this evening? So I am now fully healed and recovered, and it's quite disturbing that a lot of my students and family members are still affected by the virus. So I hope all of you are doing well. Um, Recently, I received divine wisdom that in order to be really healed, in order to really heal physically and strengthen our immune system, we have to really take care of our overall well-being, and that includes our emotions and our mental health. So if you're feeling a bit stressed or tired or weak or a little off, hello there, Sarah. Wonderful to have all of you here. So yeah, if you're feeling a bit stressed or tired or weak or a little off, I do hope that this well-being webinar will help you in your healing and recovery. Feel free to connect and type in the chat box, and feel free to share this Facebook Live also to others so they can benefit as well. Feel free to share your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions. Again, this is a safe space. So today we'll discover your inner fears and learn how to get to the root of your trauma and understand why you cannot break free. First, I just want to check if you can hear me clearly and if my connection is good. I'm currently in Boracay. I literally am still in my swimsuit. And I was doing some yoga by the beach earlier. So now I'm feeling refreshed. Hello there, JC. Welcome. You're just in time. Hello there. Hello, hello, Christelle. Hello, Queen. Again, hello, Jenny. Hello, hello to all of you. There, Ian. Hello there, Lenny. Hello, hello. So I I am feeling refreshed now. Um, and also I'm feeling so free and excited for tonight. Very far from what I was feeling, I think 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. So I'm just a bit concerned about my internet connection. So thank you for letting me know. Okay naman ako. Thank you. I've been praying that this webinar will go smoothly. Because I was having my online class the other day and it was not as smooth as I hoped it would be. But yeah, so I just need to relax that it will be smooth. And if not, then Jen, my co-host, is here with me tonight, and I just gotta trust that all is well. So again, hello there to all of you. Thank you for letting me know that I'm loud and clear. Hello there. Hello, Grace Ortiz. Hello there. So we will begin in a few minutes. 5 minutes will just allow you guys to check in and settle down, get yourself comfortable, settle back, make sure you're in a quiet space. To those who are in the Zoom room, just want to let you know that this meeting is being recorded and streaming simultaneously live via Facebook. Just letting you know, so if you're a private person, you may remain muted with your camera off. The best way to communicate is by sending us a message via the chat box. We just want to protect your privacy here. Otherwise, we would love to see your beautiful and handsome faces. So feel free to turn on your camera later on. In the end, what we really wish is for you to enjoy and reap the benefits of this webinar. All right, so about a couple of minutes to 5 minutes, just really take some time to connect with yourself in silence and meditation. Get your warm cup of tea, your favorite pillow, your crystal. I will be playing some healing meditation music for you. Just relax, enjoy the music. Let's take our sweet quiet time here, and we shall see you in a bit. and again, welcome everyone. Welcome to all those joining in. Welcome, Eliza. Hello there, Grace. You're just in time. Hello, JC, of course, our regulars. Hello, dear, beautiful Emma. Hello there, beautiful and sexy Sarah. Happy New Year, Jenny. Happy New Year, Carla. Please share this also. Hello, Carla. I'm glad to have you here. Please share this also, and you may come join us here in the Zoom room or via Facebook Live. Welcome to Why Can't You Break Free? Well-being um, webinar Wednesday. This free webinar will be comprehensive and short, but straight to the point and more of informational than experiential, since this is an introductory webinar to the emotional healing weekend that we are offering this end of January. And here in this emotional healing week and workshop, we will be diving deep into your mental, emotional, and spiritual healing journey in breaking free from fear and trauma. So you will be guided through journal therapy prompts and practice stress release tools for trauma healing, freedom, forgiveness, acceptance, inner peace, and self-love. This will be on January 28th, 29, and 30 from 5 to 7 p.m. Dubai time or 9 to 11 p.m. Manila time. So I hope you will join us. This is brought to you by Empowerment Life Coaching. Allow me to introduce what we are all about. We empower young adults and professionals to feel confident, happy, and fulfilled by helping them align with their life purpose and shift their limiting beliefs into an empowering mindset with ease, grace, and fun. Hello to all of you streaming live via Facebook. Hello there. So again, if even though you don't consider yourself a young adult or professional, you're very, very welcome to join. I am Aleli, Carissa Gimena. My divine soul gift is my unique ability in holding a non-judgmental safe space with love and empathy for nurturing and teaching others to heal themselves and co-create with the universe. I am a passionate empowerment life coach, yoga and meditation instructor. I'm also a breathwork coach and Reiki master teacher. I am also a Theta healing practitioner, Ho'oponopono instructor, and also a capacitor practitioner, among many others. I am now a council elder for Reiki Wellness Manila, and I have been working as a well-being coach since 2020. I am also a licensed professional teacher, senior high school head teacher, and director for student affairs for a family school. And most importantly, I am a loving mom to my 15-year-old son, turning 16 this year. Wow, time flies. So I advocate mindfulness, health and wellness, naturopathy, education for all, international human rights, and women empowerment, among others. A lot of you here already know me, so it's wonderful to see you again. Hello, hello. And to the new ones here, welcome, welcome to all of you joining in. You are just in time. So let us skip this. To know more about my story, you may visit our website, empowermentlifecoaching.online. So I'm very happy and honored to have Jen with me as my co-host. We have a lot in common. We are both young single moms, but she got pregnant earlier than me, I believe. And we call ourselves survivors. Survivors of abuse, of unhealthy, toxic patterns. And we both love studying spirituality and self-love and energy healing modalities and holistic healing and esoteric practices and everything, learning all about well-being and empowerment of self and others. So allow me to introduce my dear friend and also student and also teacher at the same time. She just finished the 3-month-long Reiki Master Apprentice program with me and her batchmates who are now also Reiki Master teachers. So congratulations. Jan Francisco considers herself a cycle breaker, wounded self-healer, and an empowered empath. A Reiki and Access Bars practitioner, cognitive behavioral therapy, emotional freedom technique, and hypnotherapy coach practitioner, empath empowerment, and narcissistic abuse recovery coach, and book author. She believes in the importance of holistic healing and being free from depression and trauma and in healing the wounded inner child. As a trauma survivor, she believes that self-love and boundaries are essential tools to thrive as a loving mom and to be a light to other lost souls like she used to be. She used her wounds and struggles as pathways to finding her soul purpose. She has a master's degree in development communication and just completed her diploma in social science and counseling skills. I very well know this course. This is from the Netherlands. But she also considers that her life experiences, her empathic nature, and developed intuition have substantially equipped her in understanding a person's situation every time someone needs her help and guidance. She also specializes in helping empaths and highly sensitive persons towards healing, empowerment, and recovery from trauma caused by narcissistic abuse and dysfunctional family patterns. Her passion and life purpose is to bring awareness on the importance of self-love, self-worth, and inner peace to be able to properly protect ourselves and to find our inner strength to thrive from being victims to survivors to warriors to conquerors. So in just a while, she will discuss about the importance of cultivating self-love and self-healing and breaking free from trauma. For now, Jen, you may want to say a few words.
Okay, yeah, I'm okay. Can you hear me now? Okay, hi. Hi, Aleli. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you. And thank you. It's my pleasure to be a co-host for this webinar with you. Like you said, we have so much, a lot in common. And I think our energies really jive together so beautifully, diba? And thank you again for everyone who signed in and who's watching through Facebook Live. Welcome to our introductory webinar, and we hope to see you on the emotional healing weekend at the end of this month, January 28th to 30th. Okay, so let's start, Aleli. Okay,
Thank you very
thank you
much,
again, everyone.
Jen. Thank you. Thank you. You're so beautiful today, like me.
You
You're very
too.
beautiful. You're fresh and
Yes.
young. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam, matured na kami ni we're just not young, but we're ageless.
Yeah.
All right. We don't want to say our ages, but we're ageless. All right. So thank you. Now we begin the webinar by learning how to get to the root of your trauma and understand why you cannot break free. And this is a continuous process. Breaking free is a continuous process, and we need positive reinforcements all the time to be able to really break free. And with self-awareness and self-discovery, we can then learn to accept and love ourselves. And with this sense of awareness and acceptance, we can then take inspired action to change our lives for the better. Self-awareness coupled with acceptance and willingness to change is the first major step in transformation, in healing and transforming our lives. So, why can't you break free? Here are 8 reasons why. Number 1, you are choosing fear over love. So this is the reason why we cannot break free. And we have all sorts of deep-seated inner fears: fear of failure and fear of success, fear of judgment. You think so much about what other people will tell you or say about you, fear of going out of your comfort zone, fear of moving forward, fear of freedom and responsibility. These are just a few of the many, many fears that we have accumulated since childhood due to our upbringing, negative conditioning, or abuse, or neglect, rejection, and abandonment that we have experienced as a child, growing up into our teenage years and into adulthood. And sadly, when people are in fear or depression, not only do they lose their drive for life, they don't want to break free because they remain afraid and stuck. You When you live in fear and sadness, your immune system also shuts down. So not only emotionally but physically, you become susceptible to sickness and all kinds of diseases. I noticed this in myself. I was really homesick. I was sad already because I thought I could not go home for the holidays. And then lo and behold, I got COVID. So, your fear, your depression, this will manifest itself physically into your body, especially your heart chakra issues, and respiratory illnesses such as COVID. So we have to break free from fear and love ourselves so that we will be immune. We'll have a better immune system, and we can fight COVID better, this pandemic. So now what is the solution? This may easily be said and done, but simply we have to basically transform fear into love. This is actually our first theme in our Soul Sooth sessions. It's a monthly gathering that we do. Emma was part of that, and also Sarah. Sarah was part of the last one. This was our topic September last year. We have to understand that we have the power to heal ourselves from trauma, from fear, and we have the power within us to transform fear into love. According to Louise Hay, I always share this: you can heal your life. You have the power to heal your life. You need to know that. We think so often that we are helpless, but we're not. So claim and consciously use your power. Do this. How do we transform fear into love? There are many, many, many ways. Through self-discovery and journaling, journal therapy, turning negative to positive self-talk, meditation. There's so many kinds of meditation, affirmations and visualizations, practicing mindfulness exercises, yoga, breath work. I teach this. Inhale love, exhale fear, believing in your own power, learning to build our confidence, attending well-being webinars like this, getting support and positive reinforcements from spiritual mentors, coaches, and like-minded souls, from our friends, and just basically intending to do acts of self-healing and love and kindness every day. And by repetition, doing things that make you happy and loving others and becoming love itself, choosing to be love itself each and every day. And it's an everyday thing, 24/7. And if one day we commit a mistake, then the next day you can always start again. When we derail from our path, from our natural path of well-being or our state of alignment, we can always start again each and every day. And again, in Reiki, we teach that, we learn all about that. Just for today, I am love. In energy healing, we learn all about the chakras and energy centers. And the goal is to recognize and identify undesirable thoughts, feelings, and emotions within. Focus on the relevant chakra to transform negative energy to positive so we can restore harmony, peace, and love. And this is what we teach in Empowerment Life Coaching. And this is what we will be focusing on in our upcoming emotional healing weekend. Now, the journal therapy prompt. I want you to go and ask yourself, what's freedom feel like for you? What does it feel to be really free? You can simply reflect and think about it, or type in the chat box and set your intentions. What does freedom feel like? You can also type it in the chat box, or send me a message on WhatsApp, or just write down on a piece of paper, or just simply visualize and feel it. Again, you can share if you're called to, or simply think about it. What does it feel to be really free? Do some self reflection. Why do we do this? Why do we ask ourselves this? It is important to ask yourself this because, again, the first step in creating change in your life right now is self-awareness. In order to change, we first have to be aware of what we have to change. Everything is created at least twice. Once in the mind, then in your reality. We taught this in the manifesting and abundance workshop that I did with my partner Ayan. So the key first is to visualize it and feel the vibration within your heart and really believe in it before you will create it in your reality. So if you want to be free, you have to first be in the vibration of freedom. Under the law of vibration and due to the physical effect of the law of attraction, we attract into our reality circumstances that are a match to the vibrations that we send out. So maybe the reason why we do not break free is because we are not in the vibration of freedom. Again, in the process of manifesting what you really want in life, your goals, desires, manifesting is simply the process of shifting from one vibrational state to another. You just got to shift your vibration to the desired one. So you have to know what it truly feels like to break free. If you want to break free, if you want to manifest freedom, then you have to be in the vibration of freedom. We must be aware of what kind of vibrations we are emitting, and we must know, and we must also be aware what is the vibration that you want to feel, that you want to achieve. First, you got to feel it, you got to picture, you got to visualize, you got to have faith and believe in it so that we can recalibrate it. So first, we have to know and define what does freedom feel like for you. And it is important to really understand this. Also in theta healing, we have first to know and understand. We have to first know and understand what is creator's definition and highest perspective for freedom. How freedom truly feels like in order to be free. Now, let us proceed. The second reason why you cannot break free is because you don't want to be responsible. I'm very much guilty of this. I didn't want to be responsible. We have to understand and accept this. Freedom is responsibility. And the reason why we don't want to be free is because we do not want to be responsible for our own life. It scares us when we are fully in control sometimes. It's very scary. And again, I'm very guilty of this before. So what is the solution? We have to accept that freedom is equal to responsibility. You're responsible for you. You're responsible for your own life. You're the only one fully responsible for your own life. And this makes life less stressful also. When you realize that, life is much simpler when you stop explaining yourself to other people and just do what works for you, as long as you're not hurting anyone, of course. Stop saying sorry for being yourself and doing things for you, things that will make you feel free, and be responsible in doing you and being you. Right. Next reason why you cannot break free: you don't trust. You don't trust in yourself. You don't trust in creator. You don't trust in the universe. It's all about trust. And again, the solution is very simple. You just gotta relax, trust, and surrender. We did another Soul Soothe sessions gathering on this last October, I believe. Our topic was trust, allow, and receive. And trusting means surrendering. Trusting means being still and having faith. Trusting means letting go and releasing with ease. Surrendering, it is a gift that you can give yourself. It is an act of faith. It's saying that even though I can't see where this river is flowing, I trust it will take me in the right direction. In order to be free, we have to be trusting and we have to surrender. Trusting means believing that everything is working out just as it should in the right time and in the right way, even though it might not make any sense to us right now. Surrender, trust, let go of control. Know what you can control and let go of what you cannot control. And in breaking free, just do the next step that you're guided to do, the next best step. And you don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to figure everything out. You just have to trust and surrender and know that you can always start again. Everything will be all right. And you can always course correct in your journey. In breaking free, you got to trust that the universe got your back. You got to trust God's will and you got to trust in the process of life. So I am sharing again my favorite prayer. I pray this prayer when I don't know what to do in a situation that's troubling me. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, those I have control of, and the wisdom to know the difference. And something powerful happens when we let go and surrender. We have to learn how to spiritually surrender, and this helps us attract our desires. This helps us break free. I am receiving a question. Okay, I'm not going to mention your name because it's a direct message. What if I'm questioning why I was put in a situation that I didn't want to be in? Example, childhood abuse. Is it bad that there's still times I ask the universe why I wasn't born in a safe and stable home? Oh, this is such a beautiful question. I will be tackling that later in, I think it was 7 or 6. It's all about learning life lessons. In this lifetime, we have life lessons that we have to learn, right? We are spiritual beings with a human 3D existence. And we have, sometimes we have karmic obligations that we have to release and transcend from, rise from. And we have lessons, that's what makes us unique and different from others. We have life lessons that we have to learn in this lifetime. So out of those negative experiences, think about what are the positive benefits that you got? What are the learnings? What am I learning from this? What are my life lessons out of these major traumatic events in my life? And then you'll come to realize the meaning of your existence. You'll come to realize the meaning of your life and how you can share, you can provide meaning to other people, how you can provide value to others as well. All right. So I will be getting to that later. Thank you for asking your question. Just feel free to ask me anytime, okay? Thank you. I hope I answered your question, but later on we will tackle that more. And especially in the emotional healing workshop, we will be doing mindfulness and energy healing practices to help us release all these feelings of negativity, of regret, of things that make us unhappy. we feel these feelings of like we want to blame other people, but we have to take responsibility for our own life. All right, wait, I'm just gonna type in the chat. So I hope you'll feel better after this webinar. Okay, I'm just replying via direct message. All right, so next reason. You don't want to ask for help. This is why you cannot break free. Sometimes you have to ask for help. You need help from others in order to break free. And that may be your life lesson, to ask for help. And a lot of us, we don't allow help and support from others. We don't receive. So what is the solution? Ask and receive. Trusting, the previous reason, trust or solution, trust. Trusting also means being in the state of allowing, in the state of receptivity. Trusting means believing and having faith that you're worthy, you're deserving of all the good things in life, and you have the innate power within you to co-create with the universe and be free to manifest all your desires. And all you got to do first is to ask for it, and then you will receive. Remember the famous quote from the Bible, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be open to you. This is Matthew 7, chapter 7, verse 7, I believe. Keep on asking and you will definitely receive what you ask for. Keep on seeking and you will find. Keep on knocking and the door will be open to you. Next, moving on, next reason, you may be too attached. And the great Buddha says that attachment is the root of all suffering. What is the root of all suffering? Attachment. Attachment to desires, neediness. Also, according to my favorite author, Eckhart Tolle, the author of The Power of Now, the greatest obstacle to manifestation, the greatest obstacle in manifesting all your desires is attachment. The greatest obstacle is neediness. So what is the solution for us to break free? The solution is detachment, and detachment is the removing of attachments to anything that makes you suffer or unhappy. It is the act of detaching yourself from unpleasant, meaningless, or harmful thoughts and feelings that make you suffer. And we have to practice detachment in order to overcome attachment. We have to detach and let go in order to be really happy and attract what we want in our lives. Next, 6 of 8, you have yet to cut cords, karmic obligations, curses, and hidden loyalties. So we all have these things that no longer serve us that we have to let go of. And this is part of our life lessons. And this makes us stronger. It takes a lot of strength to let go, to cut cords. It takes a lot of strength. That makes us stronger persons. In order to truly break free from baggages, from chains of the past, from pains, we have to cut cords of toxic relationships. Let go of things we have at home that only cause us stress. We did the webinar in this, a workshop, releasing and letting go with Christine. Let go of things that don't really spark joy in your life. Let go of your unfulfilling career that doesn't make us truly happy. Let go and release limiting beliefs and negative subconscious programming, all negative stale energies. We have to release and let go. Keep on releasing and letting go. Hidden loyalties that you may have, karmic obligations. You just have to learn the lessons. And once you learn the lessons, you can cut the cords. Oaths, vows, commitments that we may have to people that are unnecessary and that are not helping us, that are not serving us. So many things in our lives that no longer serve us, that we are still keeping, that we have to let go and we have to cut cords. cut cords from. We have to cut cords and let go in order to allow and let in order to break free. The vacuum law of prosperity, as one of the laws of manifestation teaches us, you have to create a vacuum in your life to make space for new, vibrant energies to enter. You have to let go, you have to cut cords. You have to let go first in order to let in love, let in prosperity, let in abundance, let in peace. We have to make sure to create space where to put the new blessings in our lives. For example, if you want love, right? You want to break free from fear and you want love, but your life is so full and there's no time, you have no space. Then you want to attract love by letting go of toxic relationships, toxic people, and letting go of time commitments and obligations, and by freeing up time in your daily schedule and space in your life for people who will truly love you, people, situations, and events that will really bring love to you. Now, second to the last, you still have life lessons to learn. So this is what I was saying a while ago. In this lifetime, we each have life lessons to learn. We are spiritual beings having a physical human experience, and our souls have lessons to learn in this lifetime. According to Pierre Desjardins, so this guy is a French philosopher. He's also a Jesuit priest and also a paleontologist. And he was thinking really deeply. He thought deeply on the meaning of our existence and our relationship with the divine creator. According to him, he says, we are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Meaning we existed in spiritual form before we were born into this physical world. And we have to look at our past events with a spiritual eye. Since we are spiritual beings having a physical human experience, our souls have lessons to learn in this lifetime. And when we look at things with a spiritual eye, we'll find the meaning in our lives, our life purpose. From the meaning that our past experiences bring to us, bring to our life and our existence in this lifetime, we will find our purpose, how we can provide meaning and value to others. So we have to accept this, that our soul is a little piece of the divine, according to Desjardins. And we are here to experience this life. We are here to learn our life lessons in this particular lifetime. And we have to learn the lessons first in order to break free. And in learning our life lessons, we got to release resistance and allow change and transformation. We have to keep the positive without the negative, and we have to shift limiting beliefs into an empowering mindset. And we will dive deeper into this. We will explore these in the emotional healing weekend. And also, if you want further support, we also offer one-on-one and group healing or group coaching. We will help you recognize limiting beliefs and transform them to positive programming and self-talk. And we will support you in healing your inner child alongside doing shadow work. And when it comes to resistance, I remember the quote by Gabby Bernstein. She says that the key to attracting everything we want is to release resistance. Because in the absence of resistance, you become a magnet. You become a magnet for more greatness in your life. This is your attracting power. When we don't need, we attract. When we have zero resistance, everything just flows. And we experience more joy, we become more aligned to our natural state of well-being, our natural state of love and joy. When we release resistance, we naturally feel good and we naturally align with love. So this is a simple exercise which you can do at your most convenient time. Make a list. You can make a list of 5 things that you think are limiting you from breaking free from fear. So look at your attitudes, your behaviors, thoughts, patterns, emotions, self-care style, belief systems, and other things that can be there to sabotage your wishes and don't allow you to break free and get what you really want in life, whether materialistic or non-material desires. And in doing this exercise, look at yourself in a compassionate way. Um, don't feel bad. You're not supposed to feel bad because of all these things. Rather, we look at these issues with responsibility, that you are responsible for your own life and your own life lessons, in learning your own life lessons. And do this exercise with self-awareness and enjoy it like as an exercise of self-discovery, discovering yourself and your life's meaning. And try to concentrate, focus, and go as deep as you can. Feel it in your heart what your limitations really are. And this is a very important practice. So this is one way of doing this. Journal therapy. In Theta Healing, we do this in another way. We get you into a deep meditative state. And then that's where we release negative conditioning and programming, replace them with a positive mindset and positive programming. So, in doing this exercise, see how those so-called limitations, which you and others programmed yourself during your growing up years, start to transform into a door opener, meaning you see things with a spiritual eye. And from that state of self-awareness, you can then transform. And then of the 5 issues you've listed, choose at least 2 to 3 which you really want to transform. And write what you feel you could do to improve each of them in an overall way and or in a practical way. So again, please do this exercise. Later, you can do this. Just checking the chat box. So don't allow the past, all the pains and hurts of the past, to define who you are. You always have the power to define who you are, to heal yourself, and to transform your life. And here's a personal example that I did. This was written on December 23, 2019, just before the pandemic. And this is something that I suggest you do at your most convenient time. Again, we will also be doing this together in the emotional healing weekend. I actually did this exercise so many times. So I kind of shifted my limiting beliefs to positive self-talk and positive affirmations and faith statements. Like, for example, I need to follow religion, tradition, and my parents. I shifted that and really meditated on it to I am free. People who love me, understand, and believe in me. And they're supportive and encouraging of my decisions and dreams and passions. I have the power within me. God is love, and I am love. And love is me. And I am free. Right? So, when I changed my limiting beliefs, that's when I realized that it wasn't my parents stopping me from being free. It was my own self. I was scared of being responsible for my own life. And it took me a lot of journaling and meditation to arrive at so many changes in my life. But again, the key is to start. Start now. And we are very happy to have you here in this well-being webinar. So be proud of yourself for being here. So last but definitely not the least, last reason why you cannot break free, you don't love yourself enough. This is the reason why you cannot break free. According to, again, Louise Hay, the book, The Power is Within You, everyone has to learn his or her particular lessons. All you can do is learn for yourself, and loving yourself is the first step. When we're developing self-love, we need to look within at the ways in which we're blocking the flow to feel love and to feel loved and to express love. What lessons we still need to learn to really embody self-love and let love emerge from within us. And so, of course, the solution is self-love. The power of self-love. This was also one of our themes in social and soul soothe sessions with my co-facilitator, Faye. So as a journal therapy prompt, go and ask yourself, what acts of self-love can you do for yourself every day? And I can go on and on sharing about this, about the power of self-love. It's one of my favorite topics, if not my favorite topic. But for tonight, to discuss more about self-love, and she will be sharing more on our emotional healing weekend, of course. Here's Jen. Jen, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Aleli. Okay, we'll be discussing. Let me just share my screen. Okay. Okay, I'll be discussing about self-love. Okay, like Aleli, this is also one of my favorite topics. Okay, what is self-love? Okay, what exactly is self-love? Okay, positive self-love is loving yourself to be able to love and care for others. Okay, but since we're talking about trauma healing and breaking free, I'll also be talking about negative self-love because usually this negative self-love is what drives people to be toxic to other people also. So negative self-love is being so full of yourself with the goal of taking advantage of others. Okay. So as trauma survivors, I am a trauma survivor. I've experienced this kind of negative self-love from other people also. So it what gave the negative emotions to me to suffer to be it, so I suffered from traumatic experiences and negative emotions also. So positive self-love is loving yourself to be able to love and care for others. Okay, they say that self-love is selfish, but it never is. Self-love is never selfish. You practice self-love, you love yourself, so your cup overflows, and from that overflow, you'll be able to share, you'll be able to care, and you'll be able to love others. Okay, if you don't have enough self-love, you'll be drained. Okay, your cup will run on empty, and that is very hard for empaths or highly sensitive persons. That's very hard when your cup, when you feel empty, when you feel drained. You won't be able to take care of other people. You won't be able to love people the way that they should be loved. Okay, wait. Okay, self-love, it doesn't mean that everyone will treat you the way you deserve to be treated. It means that you won't let them change the way you see yourself, nor will you stick around for them to destroy you. It's from Tony Gaskins Jr. Okay, it means that self-love doesn't mean everyone will treat you the way you deserve to be treated. Okay, it means self-love is allowing people to treat you the way you deserve. Okay, it's allowing people to love you the way you deserve to be loved. And self-love is treating yourself the way you treat people you love. Okay, for example, you have pets, you have children, you have parents, you have people who you love. you give them enough care, enough attention, the same thing you give to yourself. Okay, that's how you practice self-love. Next, self-love involves, let me just, okay, there. Self-love involves self-awareness. Aleli mentioned this before, sa slides before, sa discussion before. Self-awareness is knowing yourself. It's knowing yourself, knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses, knowing your limitations, knowing experiences that shaped you, knowing your likes, knowing your dislikes, knowing what you want, what you need, what you value. Okay, self-love also involves self-care. Self-care means taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, mentally. You take care of your body. You eat healthy food. You exercise. You take your rest. You detox from social media if it drains you. You detox from toxic relationships, toxic friendships. You know when to set boundaries, physical boundaries, emotional boundaries, mental boundaries. We'll be discussing about boundaries also in the emotional healing weekend. Self-love also involves self-discipline. Self-discipline means you know your limits. You have personal boundaries with you. You know what you can and cannot do. You know what's good and bad for you. You know what's you know what you value and what you don't want to be done to you. Okay, it's self-discipline. It means you do things that you know will be good for you. Self-love also involves self-preservation. You honor your values, you honor your body, you honor your space, you honor your energy, you honor the way people will look at you or will treat you. You preserve yourself, you preserve your energy, you preserve the values you have, you preserve your needs, your wants, to be able to express properly to other people how you want to be treated. Okay, self-love also involves self-worth. Self-worth means you're never settling for less. You don't settle for less than you deserve. You know how to be treated well. You know what you want, what you need, and you know that your worth does not depend on anyone else's perception of you. Next, self-love is freedom. Okay, since we're talking about breaking free, self-love is very important. Okay, loving yourself frees you from the chains of fear. Why? Because if you love yourself, you know that you have love inside you. You're not fearful of being abandoned. You're not fearful that people will look at you negatively. So if you love yourself, there's no fear. Sabi nga nila, we always hear the phrase that there is no fear in love. That's true. Most especially, there is no fear if you love yourself, because you know you're enough. You know that people will only be able to love you and you only be able to love others the right way if you love yourself properly. Okay, loving yourself frees you from society's expectations. This is very important because our society right now, especially the youth of today, and the social media influences, we always um, give importance, or we always expect people to look at us positively. And when we perceive that society doesn't accept us, it lowers our self-worth. It lowers how we look at ourselves. But when you love yourself enough, you won't the society's expectations or other people's opinions won't matter anymore, because you know yourself, you love yourself, and that's enough. Okay, loving yourself frees you from self-abandonment. As trauma survivors, we suffer from codependency. We depend too much on other people. We depend on others for love, for attention, um, for practically everything. If you're a codependent, you don't know who you are. You don't know what you need. The only thing that you know is to satisfy someone else's needs, someone else's wants. You beg for love. But if you love yourself, you know you have someone who loves you. You know you're enough. You know that you won't be alone because you have yourself. You have the love of God within you. Okay? Loving yourself frees you from anger. Why? Because angry people are empty people. Okay? So if people are always angry, it usually, but not automatically, it usually is because they're empty inside. And if you love yourself, anger will have no space in your heart anymore. There will be times that you'll be angry, but anger won't stay inside you, because you know that the love you have for yourself is enough to fight off any negative emotion. Okay? Love yourself frees you from anxiety. I suffered from anxiety for a long time. I suffered from trauma, from emotional trauma. And anxiety attacks, depression is a I can say a life-threatening situation, because when you're anxious, when you're depressed, you think that most people lead to suicide, and because they're lacking love inside of them again. Okay, so loving yourself frees you from anxious thoughts. Loving yourself frees you from sadness, because you know deep inside you that someone loves me, and that is myself. Okay, you only have yourself to love you. You only have yourself to take care of you. And that can dissolve anxiety, because you know that you are enough. Again, you are enough. You are worthy. You're worthy of love. Okay? It frees you from anxiety, because you know that the right time for someone to love you will come. You know that the right time for you to be happy will come with someone else. But for the meantime, you focus on yourself, you focus on loving yourself, you focus on taking care of yourself. Loving yourself frees you from doubts and confusion. People who lack self-love are usually confused and full of doubt, Because for starters, you're not sure of yourself. You don't have self-awareness. You don't know who you are. You don't know what your purpose is. You don't know what you want. You don't know what you need. You've never felt loved. You've never felt accepted. Okay, so you're always confused. You're always full of doubts. Okay, we move on. How do we practice self-love? Okay, we will discuss this more in the emotional healing weekend again. Okay, give yourself the same love you freely give to others. You have to be the love that you expect people to give you. You have to be the love that you crave. You have to be the love that you're looking for. Everything that you do or give to someone you love must be given back to you also. The same intensity, the same attention. Okay? You have to give yourself the same love. You have to take care of yourself the way you take care of others. Okay, the second is know when to leave. This is very important for self-love. You have to know when to leave. When to leave the relationship, when to leave the friendship, when to leave the situation, and when to leave the party. This is boundaries, part of setting protective boundaries, loving boundaries. Okay, you have to know when to leave. If the relationship is toxic, emotionally, physically, mentally, you have to leave it. And this also applies to friendship. There will be friends who will not be good friends, and you have to end the friendship if it hurts you. If your friend takes advantage of you, or you can feel it if a friend is not being true, you have to cut the friendship. The situation, if you're in a bad situation, you have the means to leave. But if not, if you don't have the means yet, there will be times na when you won't be ready financially or physically to leave. You can always do small things. You can always plan ahead, plan the exit. Okay, you can leave. You know when to leave the party. Okay, as empaths, we get drained, we get overwhelmed, and when you feel your energy draining or you feel uncomfortable, you can always say that you have to go. Okay. Next, be the love you always wanted for yourself. If you want to be treated like a princess, first you have to treat yourself like royalty. Okay, before you expect people to love you or to care for you, to give you the attention you want, you first have to give all of those to you. Okay, there's a message. Good. Very good, Queen. Thank you for the message. You know when to leave. So you start planning. If you don't have the means to leave immediately, you plan ahead. You take some ways or you search for ways on how to plan the exit. Okay. Next, take time to be alone. This is very important for self-awareness. Your time alone is the time to know yourself. It's the time to know your personal needs, your values, your personal wants, without someone, without thinking of somebody else, without someone else giving clues, or without someone else telling you who you are, what you need, what you want. When you're alone, when you're by yourself, that's the time when only you, just you, will know what you really want. Okay? Nourish your body, your mind, your heart, and your soul. You nourish your body by sleeping properly, or 8 hours a day, enough sleep, enough rest, exercise, healthy diet, occasional detox also of the body. You nourish your mind with education, with trainings, with webinars like this. You enrich your emotional, mental well-being. You nourish your heart with people, with spending time with people who are good for your heart and your soul. You spend time in social media with pages or with friends who feel good to you. You can unfollow people who doesn't help in your emotional well-being and mental well-being also. You nourish your soul with prayers, with spirituality, with meditation. Okay, you find your tribe. Finding your tribe is hard, but it's doable. Okay, finding your tribe, when you speak your truth, your tribe will be able to accept you no matter what. Just speak your truth, be authentic as you can, then you will know who will stay and who will leave. And the people who stays, they're your tribe. Okay, and know yourself. Take time to dive deep, attend webinars, attend workshops. You have to dig deep because of the conditioning, because of the cultural conditioning, family matters. You have to know who you really are. And the first step is knowing what you need, knowing your core needs. Your core needs may be love. Do you need love? Do you need acceptance? What were your goals? Childhood dreams? Who were you as a child? What were you as a child? Who you are when no one is watching? Who you are when you're being your most authentic self. Okay, so that will be for self-love, and we'll be discussing more of this in the coming emotional weekend. And Aleli and I, we hope to see you there also. Okay, Aleli. Okay. There, thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much, Jen. Thank you very much. Um, so those are very beautiful words from Jen. I think my greatest takeaway will be um, positive self-love, all about positive self-love. It's loving yourself in order to love others. In order to be able to love, we have to love ourselves and care for others. We have to first fill our own cup, filling our own cup so we can freely give and love. So thank you so much, Jen. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining tonight's webinar. Let us know if you want a copy of the presentation slides, and we shall send you via email. I received earlier a direct message. When I heard the word freedom, I always imagine myself having my own safe space, like my own house, own room, have my own apartment. So safe space, freedom for her is safe space. That's wonderful. So when you're feeling safe, that's freedom for you. That's a wonderful definition. Thank you for sharing. So for questions and comments, please email us at hello@empowermentlifecoaching.online or message us on WhatsApp, or just simply get in touch with us on Facebook. And before we say goodbye, we would love to invite you to our upcoming events. Breaking Free from Fear and Trauma, Emotional Healing Weekend, Wellbeing Workshop with Jen and myself. So here we will be diving deeper into your mental, emotional, and spiritual healing journey. We'll guide you through journal therapy prompts, and we will practice stress release tools for trauma healing, for forgiveness, for acceptance, inner peace, self-love, and of course, freedom. So this will be on January 28 to 30, Friday to Sunday, 5 to 7 p.m. Dubai time, 9 to 11 Manila time, for only 322 dirham for 3 days, or $88 for 3 days. So what you will learn and experience, part 1 or day 1 is all about awareness and acceptance, introduction to trauma healing. What is it all about? Jen will share divine wisdom on trauma healing and her personal experiences. We'll be looking inside or deep within with self-discovery exercises. Why can't you break free? Where's the fear coming from? We'll discuss some kinds of fear and trauma. We'll get into the root causes and your bottom beliefs that we can transform from negative to positive. We will do the meaning table exercise. So this is an exercise that we did in our life coaching course. I took this life coaching course from Montreal, from Gabriela Mbon from Montreal, Canada. And this is a simple exercise which will help us gain a better perspective of the meaning and value behind our past experiences and the meaning of our life. We will also teach you the emotional freedom technique. What is this EFT? A simplified technique to help us break free and be more accepting of ourselves and our emotions. We will hold space for our emotions, because in order to let go, we first have to feel. We really, truly have to feel first. And after that, we can then let go. So day 2 will be all about forgiveness and healing. We'll share divine wisdom on Ho'oponopono. What is this ancient Hawaiian art of forgiveness and gratitude and love? We'll share cleansing tools that we can use in our forgiveness and letting go and healing journey, capacitor tools for healing trauma. We'll practice switching and finger holds, which is a traditional Chinese medicine practice. This activates acupressure points, meridians in the hands that will help our energy flow and also have a direct impact on our brain functions. We'll do mental and emotional healing exercises following cognitive behavioral therapy. And of course, we will end with journal therapy on self-love and setting healthy boundaries. This is such a big part of self-love. So, of course, we'll end with emotional healing integration. We'll do breakout sessions. We'll do creative expression of the self. This is fun. And we'll exercise our creativity and breaking free from fear and trauma. And of course, we'll end with positive healing affirmations and energetic downloads. And as Reiki Master Teachers, we will be holding a Reiki healing circle for you guys. Okay, so this includes coaching, certificate, slides, video recording, downloads, and healing. So I am reading the chat box. Feel free to write and type in the chat box your thoughts. Thank you. I remember Louise Hay saying, always ask yourself, what does my inner child need today? Oh, that's so beautiful, Sarah. Every day as a way of self-love. What does your inner child need today? What self-love act can you do today for yourself to practice self-love and to truly heal and break free? What does my inner child need today to experience joy and love? Carla says, thank you, Jen and Aleli. Would definitely love to be part of the 3-day weekend workshop. This seminar made me feel better. Happy New Year to you, my dear, beautiful Carla. I've been going through some major life changes and I needed this. Whew, it's time to catch up. I know that. I feel you and I support you. I remember last year you were in this decision-making stage. And so whatever your decision is, I support you. It's all about really honoring our belief systems and learning our life lessons and really knowing what is best for us. You know, you are the only one who can truly know and feel what is best for you. So yes, I honor your decisions and I support you in this major life change. This is a great opportunity also, major life changes. It is a great opportunity for transformation, for letting go of toxicity and starting anew. And perfect timing, 2022. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we have other events. You can check our website. You can register there. You can text us anytime. So we'd like to invite you to Soul to Sooth sessions. This is with my dear friend Faye. We do this every month. And this month's theme is new beginnings, setting intentions for the new year. So the sessions are monthly gathering intended to hold safe space for people to connect, learn, and practice tools for well-being and share and discuss experiences, insights, and reflections that are anchored on a particular theme. So here's the flow for our Soul Suit Sessions gathering for this year. So you can check our Instagram. I also would like to invite you to learn Reiki with me. So Jen just recently finished again the Reiki Master Apprentice program. So she did level 1, 2, and 3. And then, so congratulations for finishing. So now we have another batch, a new batch. And so I'd love to have you there. I'm looking forward to have you, to teach you, to share divine wisdom with you and to share positive healing energies, beautiful energies, and to connect and to also learn from you. That's one thing that I love about being a teacher. I also learn a lot from my students. So thank you very much. We also have Trauma Healing Thursday with Jen, and we have Self-Love Sundays with Jen. So we have a lot of upcoming events for you guys. We have Mindful Monday meditation. So again, we have Self-Love Sundays, Trauma Healing Thursday, Faithful Friday, Spiritual Sunday, Tithing Tuesday with Tin. So Spiritual Sundays with Carissa. This is via IG Live. She's Jen's batchmate. So she also did the Reiki courses with me. And of course, Free Coach Fridays with our manifestation and abundance coach and empowerment life coach as well. I am. So we did the manifesting and abundance weekend together, and that was really fun. We manifested a lot after that, and so I hope to see you in our upcoming events. I also offer private yoga healing sessions. Just message us anytime. I am now sending the presentation slides. Hold on. Hold on lang. Okay, here in the Zoom room. And please feel free to send your testimonial. We appreciate your feedback via Facebook or feedback form. So that's it for us tonight. Thank you very much for joining. We appreciate your presence. That's it for us. We greet you a happy New Year. Happy New Year 2022. I heard that this is a year of love. If I heard that if you're not in a relationship, you'll manifest a relationship that's really healthy for you. And it's also a year of weddings and engagements. I learned that from one of the life coaches that I follow. So if that resonates with you, then first you have to let go of toxic relationships in order to manifest the great the one true great love for you. So I was just called to say that. I don't know why, maybe someone here wants to hear that. So yes, Jen, would you like to say your goodbye before we end? Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you everyone for attending. Thank you, Aleli. Thank you. Okay, that's it. We'll see you. We hope to see you on January 28th, 29th, and 30th. Hope to see you everyone there. Thank you again.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everyone who stayed until the very end. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Carla again. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much, Jen. Thank you, and Happy New Year, and see you soon. Goodbye, and much love and many Reiki blessings to all of you. Thank you.